So many families come to me saying they want to see Italy, Rome, Amalfi Coast, Venice, Tuscany in a week. Maybe 10 to 12 days. And while I understand the excitement, I always say the same thing. Slow down. Let it unfold. The magic of Italy, especially with kids, is in those slow walks through history with sticky gelato hands and impromptu piazza dance parties. And that's why I love Florence for families. And in this video, we're going to be talking about an itinerary where you can slow down and really experience this Renaissance city. I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world. Hi, I'm Christina. I am the owner of Showcase the World Travel, a modern travel agency dedicated to helping families take a break from the busy. And that's what I was talking about in the intro, right? Slow down, let it unfold. Helping families take stress-free, enriching vacations around the world is something that I truly love and is such a privilege for me. Today, I'm sharing why Florence might just be your family's favorite city in Italy. We've explored it firsthand. My daughter and I tackled scavenger hunts in the Uffizi. I learned to cook with locals, and we soaked in the sunshine from our rooftop pool. We've also helped other families build immersive, friendly itineraries in this magical city. And today I want to walk you through what makes Florence the perfect home base for your Italian adventure. By the way, if this video sparks your wanderlust, but Florence might not be on the top of your list, stay tuned for how to get our 18 favorite destinations for families. We have that in a great guide that we'll share how to get towards the end of the video. Florence works so well for families because it's compact, walkable, and full of rich history, incredible food, and beautiful open spaces. It allows you to introduce kids to Renaissance art and culture in a playful, interactive way, and unlike some big cities, it doesn't feel overwhelming. You can walk from one end of the historic center to the other in under 30 minutes, and almost every corner has something to discover, from street musicians to unexpected sculptures and delicious snacks. Our top pick in Florence will always be the Grand Hotel Minerva. Not only is it centrally located, but it has a rooftop pool, which is a game changer for your kids in the summer, and a fantastic gelato shop right outside. If you want to hear more about our stay at the Grand Hotel Minerva, you can check out this video. The rooms are elegant yet family friendly, and the staff is so warm and welcoming. This location makes it easy to explore on foot, and after a long day of sightseeing, the pool gives kids and parents the perfect place to cool off and unwind. And did I mention that rooftop comes with an incredible view of the Duomo? So like I said, you can check out that video of the Grand Hotel Minerva for a closer look. So I kind of put together this itinerary. I put it together day by day, but of course we can mix and match. When we work on trips for families, we customize everything. These are just some things that I would recommend when you're traveling to Florence with families. These are the experiences that we keep coming back to, both in our own travels and when I'm planning for clients. They're easy to do one main experience a day while also building in bonus moments. When I put together an itinerary for a family, I like to have that capstone at the beginning of the day or in the afternoon, depending on what type of family yours is. But ours likes to get up and get going in the morning, have our capstone experience in the morning, and then the afternoon free to see how we're feeling. So when I put together that itinerary for families, I'll have that. We booked this for you in the morning. In the afternoon, here are 3 options depending on what you're feeling. If you can still go, you still have energy, you're still ready to explore. Here's a museum that's nearby your cooking class. Or if you have a little bit in you, but not too much, here's a park where you can kind of see some sights, the Boboli Garden, something like that. And then or if you're just completely wiped, go back to the pool at the hotel, right? So on day 1, I love in any city doing some sort of walking tour or a unique tour that gives you an overview of the city. So I love starting your trip with a private golf cart tour here in Florence. It's a fun, relaxed way to cover a lot of ground without those little legs getting tired. Guides keep it engaging with stories and fun facts, like where Michelangelo once studied anatomy, and parents get a helpful overview of Florence's layout. Perfect for first just timers, especially if you're arriving jet lagged. It gives you a mental map to anchor the rest of your week. The next day, I mentioned the Boboli Gardens earlier, but this is a great way to kind of, after a busy day of travel and your tour the first day, I like to kind of slow it down a little bit. Bring your sketchbooks and head to the Boboli Gardens. You can either do this on your own, letting kids draw what they see, sculptures, fountains, flowers, things like that. But we can also arrange for an artist to be there to teach you how some of those key art. So whether you are looking for a sketch to learn how to draw or sketch, learning how to paint, we can arrange that in the Boboli Gardens for you. Packing a picnic from the Mercado Central or a neighborhood bakery and spreading out under a shady tree is so much fun. And you could definitely spend a whole day in the Boboli Gardens. On day 3, we have the Galileo Museum. It's really hands-on, and science meets history in this incredible museum. The Museo Galileo is filled with fascinating instruments and interactive exhibits that appeal to curious kids and their parents. There are globes, telescopes, and even Galileo's real finger. It's weird, but wonderful. And after the museum, that's right near the San Lorenzo Leather Market, bustling outdoor area where you can pick your own leather bookmarks or keychains, and a great opportunity to talk about craftsmanship and support local artisans. My mouth is all tongue-tied today. Thank you for staying with me. On day 4, I think that the Uffizi Gallery is perfect with an artisan walk. And I might say Uffizi Gallery, you hear art museum, and my kids are going to hate that, but your kids can enjoy the Uffizi. We use a custom scavenger hunt designed by one of our in-country partners. My daughter was hunting for animals, flowers, and hidden meanings while soaking in the Botticelli and Da Vinci. And she loved it and we loved it, so it was a total win. After the museum, you can explore that area, the Ultra Orno neighborhood. It's known for its artisan shops. Peek into the woodcarvers studios, take a mosaic workshop, or see a silversmith at work. The Florence's artistic souls really live in that neighborhood, and it's just so fun to walk around and explore. Speaking of walking around and exploring, a food tour is another great way to do that. We can arrange kid-friendly ones that introduce your children to olive oil, Cantucci, and real Italian pizza. Mini tasting passports for the kids. We can make it really interactive. We also did a gelato tour, which I think was my daughter's favorite food tour in Italy. Although she still loves the chocolate and pastry tour we did in Paris, she still talks about that one. We did some really cool workshops, and that is the one that she keeps coming back to. If you want to learn more about our trip to Paris, check out this video. But after doing that food tour, you can join a cooking class where you can learn how to make pasta from scratch, flour everywhere, lots of giggles, and these shared experiences are the ones that we find families remember most. Sitting down together with a sense of pride in what you made. Obviously, we can split these up across 2 days too. If you want to do food tour earlier in the week, your cooking class later, so you don't have too food focused, but I liked kind of, for the sense of the video, putting them together. This is just in Florence, right? We have 5 full days in Florence, and we haven't even gotten out to the suburbs of Florence, out to Tuscany. And so day 6, that's a perfect time for a day trip because you're so close. Why not go? We have some incredible farm tours that we can arrange in the Tuscan countryside with wine for the grown-ups and animals or grape juice for the kids. We went to a winery in Chianti that had turtles that the kids just loved playing with the turtles while we were enjoying our wine. There's a lot of options out there that have olive oil tastings and pasta making in the farmhouse kitchen, or truffle hunting depending on the season. So there's something interactive that we can add for the kids while you also get your wine in Italy. Alternatively, you can explore Lucca. It's a walled city where you can rent bikes and ride along the top of the walls. It's flat, safe, and scenic. Our family loved Siena, where you learn about medieval rivalries through the neighborhoods and the flags tied to the famous Palio horse race. And teens will especially love Siena's dramatic history and stunning Gothic stories. They're really, really cool. Day 7, I love putting together interactive experiences. So a gold leaf workshop, a gold leaf painting workshop would be incredible here. Something truly special, tucked away in an artisan studio. You can learn to apply gold leaf to leather bookmarks, frames, or paper. It's creative, cultural, and totally unique to Florence. I love to wrap up my trip at the Piazza Michelangelo, bringing sandwich from All Antico Vineo, which is really, really popular. There's one that just opened in Boston, and I'm so excited about it. Sit on the steps and watch the sun over the rooftops. The perfect place for a family photo. We can arrange a photo shoot up there for you as well, and a quiet moment to reflect on your adventure. Depending on your kids' energy levels, there's always space for a puppet show in a tucked away piazza, or to ride the vintage carousel in Piazza della Repubblica. We love to make it a mission to try something new every day. And while we were in Florence, Annabelle's was a new gelato flavor every day. And her favorite was the mango from that gelateria right in the hotel, or not in the hotel, but connected to the hotel. They also had a really incredible goat cheese and fig that I loved right there in the Piazza Maria Santa Novella. This list could be triple in length, but there's so much more. There's Fiesole's Archaeological Park. You can head up to Cinque Terre. Florence has so many lesser known museums, but I wanted to highlight what you could actually do well in a week, not cramming it all in. I mean, we can always talk about a day trip out to Pisa as well, but the best memories come from having the time and the space to enjoy. I always say you're not just planning a trip, this is your vacation. So let's really think about being intentional about how you're putting it together and what you can actually accomplish in your 1 or 2 weeks off. And of course, your vacation is just one of your many summers with your family, and that's why we've created the 18 Summers Guide. 18 Summers is not because we believe that you only have 18 summers with your kids. We think you have way more than that if you instill this traveling together as a family, that connection with them. But we do have them organized by age. So 18 summers, it's organized. The first 4 for babies and toddlers, the next 4 for preschool, elementary, and so forth and so forth. So if you want to get that guide, make sure you check out the link in the description below. If you want all of these activities organized for you, that easy to follow itinerary with those 3 options in the afternoon that I mentioned, family tips, restaurant suggestions, timing advice, then you're going to want to reach out to our team and we can put together an incredible trip to Florence or anywhere else in Italy for you and your family. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.